Jackie Sigler. When you are doing your family budget, and you're cutting things back, one of the things that you do, because politicians are always trying to bring it back to home, is if you don't have enough money, you might take a part-time job and bring more assets in. And it all brings a balance. It seems to me right now all we're hearing is the cut part. How do you feel about increasing taxes for all of us so that there's a fair contribution? Maybe that would make some of the cuts a little less.
Well, I appreciate your question, but let me answer it this way. We do not have a revenue problem in our country. We do not have a revenue problem. We have a spending problem. We have more than enough revenue here to take care of government and all of the needs, but we have a severe spending problem. And as I told you earlier, we're approaching almost $3 trillion in just the 2 years that this administration has been in power. What you do is this. Right now, you have the tax burden on the nation almost at its peak. If you start increasing the amount of taxes that you impose on the tax-paying public, what you're going to be doing is that you're going to be decreasing the amount of revenues that are received by the government. If you bring them or leave them where they are right now, you are in fact allowing the businesses to grow and keeping those rates low, not the amount of taxes, but the rates that are going to yield the government more in quantity of revenue. In a crisis like the one we have right now, maintaining tax rates low is going to generate more income to the federal government because businesses are hopefully going to be making more money. Businesses are going to be hiring more people that are going to be paying taxes, and it goes on and on and on. And you're going to be increasing the revenues of the federal government. And this is a proven economic principle that has been going on for some time. No longer is it true that if you raise the rates, you're going to increase the revenue to the government. That is not going to happen. You're going to decrease the rates to the government. Yes, sir.
John Erkey. It's my understanding, though, when Reagan was president, when the taxes were at a much higher level than they are today, that one of the way that the larger taxpayers got their money back is they used that money to reinvest it in their companies. And today the tax rates are as low as they are. We're not having the reinvestment that we've had in the past.
No, we have not, because there's so much uncertainty and so much fear and confusion because of everything that we've talked about right now. Credit is tight. You put in $100,000 here, but you can't get the balance of the loan in order to move forward. You can put your $100,000 here, but you're not going to be able to maintain that by hiring more people. You have credit that is stuck, and you have a lot of rules and regulations so that nobody wants to invest. You have an enormous amount of money sitting on the sidelines waiting for things to loosen up. But I agree with your assessment, but what we have to recognize is that there are other variables at play that are preventing that capital to go to work so that we can again have more jobs from the private sector and so that our economy can grow and prosper.